Because it was accused of being too traditional and too male-loving, Japan has truly been caught off guard this time. At the end of January, Japan announced that it would freeze its voluntary contributions to the UN's project for the elimination of discrimination against women, as the project has consistently called for an end to Japan's male-only imperial succession system. The issue began when a UN project for the elimination of discrimination against women released a report in October last year, urging Japan to amend the imperial household law, which currently only allows male succession to the throne, to permit women to inherit the position of emperor. Japan's current imperial succession law was enacted in 1947 and largely preserves pre-war conservative family values, allowing only men to ascend the throne. Moreover, female members of the royal family immediately lose their imperial status if they marry a commoner. To the Japanese, a small UN project team attempting to interfere with the imperial succession issue seems like an unnecessary provocation. A spokesperson for Japan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Toshihiro Kitamura, stated that the qualifications for imperial succession do not fall under basic civil rights. He argued that the male-only succession system outlined in the imperial household law does not infringe upon women's fundamental rights, nor does it constitute discrimination against women. Kitamura also said that, as a result of this issue, Japan would stop making donations to the relevant UN departments and would suspend the planned visit of committee members to Japan at the end of March. As is well known, there has been a growing call for a female emperor in Japan in recent years. The number of members in the Japanese imperial family has rapidly decreased, and there are currently only 16 members, including 4 males. The youngest male member of the imperial family, the future Emperor Prince Hisahito, is often seen as inept, his academic performance is poor, he needs top experts to help him write papers, and even selecting schools requires parental involvement. His image as a mama's boy and underachiever has become deeply ingrained in the public's mind. In contrast, the emperor's only daughter, Princess Aiko, has a much more favorable image in the eyes of the people. The media frequently sensationalizes the idea of Aiko becoming empress, and some authors have even written books on the subject. Despite this, the conservative government is still seeking ways to stabilize male succession without relying on women, such as allowing the imperial family to adopt new male members from noble families that lost their status after World War II. However, there is no definitive conclusion yet on how to amend the succession rules. As for the heir at the center of the controversy, Prince Hisahito, after having his path to the University of Tsukuba carefully arranged by his family, has already begun preparing for a new life. Regarding his university plans, there have been reports that he intends to leave his parents and live on his own at school. At the end of January, Prince Hisahito visited the area in Ibaraki Prefecture, where his new residence is planned, and rode a bicycle around the surroundings. It is said that he was scouting the area to get a feel for the atmosphere. Officials from the Imperial Household Agency believe this is a sign that Prince Hisahito has finally made up his mind to live alone in Ibaraki Prefecture. Princesses Mako and Kako previously commuted to school by car, but Prince Hisahito cannot do the same. The round-trip drive from his current residence in Minato, Tokyo, to Tsukuba University in Ibaraki Prefecture takes about 3 hours, and considering traffic congestion, commuting this way every day would be too exhausting. However, if he were to leave Tokyo entirely and live in Ibaraki, he would have to directly face security concerns. The media reports that there has been a welcoming sentiment in the local area regarding Hisahito's enrollment. On the other hand, concerns about security and campus safety have raised early alarms within the Imperial Household Agency. Princess Kiko has previously expressed her distrust of the security measures and has harshly criticized the departments responsible for security. After all, when Prince Hisahito was attending Okanamizu University Junior High School, there was an incident where a 17-centimeter-long knife was placed on his desk. With such a psychological scar, the security measures at the university will likely be extremely stringent. On the other side of the succession debate, Princess Aiko, who is seen by many as a potential female emperor, has been diligently attending royal duties. In late January, Princess Aiko, along with her parents, attended the New Year's inspection ceremony for the Imperial Palace Police, responsible for guarding the royal family and palace security. What sparked the discussion was that the clothes and handbags Princess Aiko wore were the same as the ones she wore 9 years ago. The media noted that this outfit was the one Aiko wore during a skiing trip to Nagano Prefecture 9 years ago. The fur handbag and dark brown leather knee-high boots seemed a bit too mature for Aiko, who was still in middle school at the time, but now they suit her perfectly. Compared to the various reports of extravagance from the Akishino family, Princess Aiko's image of quietly saving clearly garners more favor. Additionally, on February 14th, Princess Aiko attended a diplomatic reception at the duck hunting grounds for the first time. The duck hunting diplomatic reception is held annually from mid-November to mid-February, where members of the diplomatic corps are introduced to Japan's traditional duck hunting activities. On her first appearance at the duck hunting grounds, Princess Aiko, along with Princess Kako, hosted ambassadors and their wives from 21 countries. On that day, Princess Aiko's performance was quite impressive. She wore a dark green coat with a white turtleneck sweater, paired with a green checkered skirt and black knee-high boots, creating a mature overall look. Japanese media praised Aiko, describing her as clear and beautiful in appearance and widely admired, almost as if they were about to write blind support on her face. However, after the UN's project for the elimination of discrimination against women urged Japan to amend the imperial household law, the government's firm refusal to listen seems to indicate that, at least in the case of Aiko, the idea of a female emperor is still just a fantasy. It remains to be seen how much longer the Japanese imperial family, which treats Hisahito as a treasure, will continue to take such a stubborn stance.